Welcome to the Hair of the Dog, the talk show where we're always fucking hungover and it sucks. Today we sit down with Brian Gartland, stand-up comedian, actor, sex symbol. Right. Anything else on that list?
Documentarian.
Reporter. Historian.
Journalist.
You had that porn phase. Anyways, before we get down to brass tacks, we gotta start this interview off correctly with a shot of Malort.
You're a bad man.
Good morning. I love you. Oh, God. I love it, but in the morning, it's just, oh, Christ. All right. So, let me check my notes real fast. The Mets suck, correct?
No.
What?
They won the National League last year, and they beat the Cubs, and they're great. They're the best, and I love them.
But no one loves them.
That's fine.
So what? So you consider yourself predominantly a stand-up comedian, correct?
Right now I'm writing a little more than I'm doing stand-up, but yeah, I would, in a perfect world, be doing more stand-up, and I like to consider myself. That is that is probably my trade most plied on stage is the stand-up. Yeah.
All right. So how did you get into that?
My dad was a manager of the Comedy Cafe when I was a young man. Like, I've just been around it. I bought stand-up records instead of new albums in middle school. I would go through the comedy spoken word section is very small and hard to find in a lot of record stores. But I would just like thumb through and see what I could buy albums by famous rapists and alcoholics.
So we're saying Cosby did it? No opinion on that?
I'm not a lawyer. But
on the record. So what was your first comedy album?
I mean, Cosby was real early stuff, stuff you could drive around listening to in the car with your mom. Yeah. My favorite, when I had my car and driving in high school, I would listen to Dave Attell's Skanks for the Memories. Still holds up. I fucking love Dave Attell.
I love Dave Attell's work. I don't think he gets enough credit for his, because I think everyone just saw his TV show and kind of gave up on him. Dude's fucking
Dave Attell porn?
Yeah. So, you're also an actor. That's how I first met you, was as an actor. I've only really seen you act once. But I will also say that, and I would say that a lot of our mutual friends at some point have told me that you are one of the best actors they've ever seen on stage. That you're just brilliant. You make it look fucking easy. So why did you decide to go from the theatrical arts, that masturbatorial fun, to being a jerk off on stage holding a mic and telling everyone jokes?
No, I got into acting because it was the closest thing to doing comedy, which is what I've always wanted to do and what I continue, And I really, I'm just lazy. It's way easier to not print off headshots and maintain the same facial hair and weight that's in those headshots.
So we're gonna play a game here, where a word association. So I'm gonna show you a photo, and you're just gonna tell me the first thing that comes into your mind, and I'm gonna try and make sure I get it on camera and show it to you at the same time. So first photo.
Puppies.
Oh, nice. Convenient.
Baleful.
How about this little guy?
You can't drive. You're a puppy dog. Stop it, you little wiener dog. You stop it. What are you doing?
Crazy. How about this?
That's it's what you call a nightmare.
So I texted a lot of your friends and gave them the opportunity to ask you anonymous questions, and I will never tell you who asked these questions. So we're gonna go down this line. One anonymous friend would like to know, do you ever clean your room?
Very rarely.
And the final question, what is the oldest woman you would orally pleasure?
I would say probably my aesthetic limit, I imagine, would be around 60. But I'm not going to draw a line in a vagina sand and say, if there's not a just booming octogenarian walking down the street that I'd love to orally pleasure, I'm not going to be like, sorry, born before.
So I'll just start throwing some names, and you'll say yes, I'll go down on that or not. So Helen Mirren. We'll just go back to that. You would go down on her.
Talented person.
She's wonderfully talented. She's stunning. Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah.
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 I honestly can't think of another old woman to fit. So this game is dead. Anyone got any examples for Brian? Betty White. No.
I'm not a hack.
No. So we're gonna wrap this up. This was a fine interview. This is interview number 2. Thank you for being my screwy number 2.
Yeah.
But we're gonna wrap this up with one final thing. Now you can ask me any question you'd like, and no matter the question, I will answer you honestly.
Who asked if I clean my room?
It's an easy thing broke the rule on that one. I shouldn't have allowed that. There needs to be stipulations. Give me another one.
Where did you masturbate last?
Where did I masturbate last? That is where I always masturbate, in my bathroom.
Bathroom?
Yeah. You want to know the best part? I'm going to do this on camera because it's going to piss everyone off. So there's 2 bathrooms in my apartment. There's like my bathroom, which doesn't have a shower, and then there's the shower bathroom, which is next to the bedrooms of my other 2 roommates. That's always where I crank it out. It's always nearest to them. It's never like in my own personal one. But it's so fucking tiny, man. Like I can't I'm too constricted. I need freedom, man.
Do you into anything, or do you clean up afterward?
Oh, of course I clean up afterwards.
Oh, so you're a savage.
No,
you
man.
know when it's coming. There's tissues right there, man. God.
Oh yeah, I clean up. I shoot it all over the place and clean up afterwards. I'm in the moment, man. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, this is feeling great. Tissue. It's all about the pleasure of the moment, Brian.
I'm a little drunk again.
Good. Cheers to that. Cheers to interview number 2. Thanks for being here. I love you.
Thank
you.